Yeah, I consciously decided while looking at my shirts today that I was going to wear white because you made that comment to me the other day. Are we rolling?
I wore my Led Zeppelin shirt, but because of this this is a big announcement. This is going to be it.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
All right.
I figured wearing that. Yes, go.
We are going to do a 30-minute countdown this time because it actually have to be done in 30 minutes. So,
All right.
there it is. Welcome or hello.
Welcome and hello to another weekly check-in. Steven, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Dan. How are you doing?
I'm actually doing really great. It's funny. This week you obviously experienced me at a very, very high level.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm very excited, and there's going to be some great information that we're going to release here today, and I think it warrants a really good show for today. Very excited, and you clearly know that. But now I'm kind of, it's not burnt out. I don't want to say that. It's the lows now. So today I felt low.
Why did you feel low? What do you mean by low?
Energy level's low. Energy is low.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say energy twice?
Energy levels are low and energy is low is what you said.
Even I checked my Whoop now. I have the whole Whoop tracker, which remember you wanted to discuss that, but this is not the episode, unless we have time as this countdown goes.
Yeah, we only have 28 minutes and 53 seconds.
Holy
52,
moly.
51.
When you exert this much energy and this level of excitement, there is that low day.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that did save me today was the gym. So the gym definitely perked me back up. But I definitely feel very vulnerable.
Okay.
I'm very good at taking on hard things at times, and I got to put up a fight with certain people. But today was definitely like a losing battle in my brain. So yeah.
Yeah, I've been since we're talking about like just how we feel overall, energy wise. Like, I have been on the edge of burnout for the last 2 weeks. I think it's just been that intense period,
Right.
of work and of just like a bunch of things, a bunch of problems that we solved, hiring, all those different things that we're doing right now.
Well, I heard you have an assistant now, my friend.
Yes, I'm not calling him an assistant. He is handling.
Sorry, Michael.
No, he's handling a good bit of the admin stuff, and he's going to get into that world. But that's a very small portion of his role. The real reason he's here is because I am not able to maintain all of the relationships that I need to as frequently as I need to.
Support.
Yeah, I need support on client management. And so the role that we've developed, and that really I think encapsulates why he's here, is client success coordinator.
That's great. That's freaking awesome.
That's the purpose of what Michael is filling. He's still going to be working on the video side, freelancing, doing video and editing for us. But his like core responsibilities are maintain relationships with the clients, right? Weekly updates to them, things that like if I had to do them, it would take a whole day, right? But for him, it's like this is just your core responsibility throughout the week. Make sure you get in touch with everybody, give an update of some sort, even if there's nothing going on with their projects. Like, go in and give an update on, the best video that was posted this week, or something that performed well, or something that we noticed didn't perform well that we thought would. Like,
right.
Just get in touch and stay in contact, because I think what's happened with us is because we've gotten
so
busy, which is a great thing, right? We have enough clients.
You can't use busy because
you're right.
You're productive.
Well, because we have a lot of work to do.
Right.
The touch points that our clients are used to are not happening as often. And what happens there is people are confused, or they're just like, is this thing being worked on, right? So even just those little touch points to say like, hey, we shot that, we're really excited, it seems like the shoot went really well, we got great feedback from whoever was on the shoot with you, and, just letting you know this is in the editing pipeline, it should be done by the end of next week. Like, just an update on what's going on in their world so that they know we're paying attention, right? Because we are paying attention. We're talking about these things internally, but then we're not giving them the update.
Right.
And I think I still need to be involved in those client relationships because, one, like, I'm very much involved in the strategy still for all of our clients. But two,
that's your job.
It leads to more work for us, and that's my main responsibility.
And what's great what you're mentioning now, because we're talking about job roles. And let me say this before.
What an excellent pivot, by the way.
It is. It's great. No, because it's going to pivot really
done.
well. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're taking this hosting thing really seriously. You're getting good at it.
I am, especially on a low point day. That's huge. You just brought your company, MMP and Bella Vita to the next level. That is next level stuff. Like when you have the constant communication, it's like just making those people feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I remember when I was in, like, for litigation purposes, like one thing I love about my attorney, some people don't like her so much, and she, that I work with, but this girl is on fire, and literally I could pick up the phone, or she just sends emails of these updates when I need, like, oh, I forgot about it, but thank you for the reminder. And it's great because it is like, okay, I'm paying somebody something, and now I am getting clear, like, communication, and not be like, hey, Steve, what's going on? Hey, Steve, what's going on? And you're like, and obviously something's going on. We have employees that have projects and they are working on it, but you don't know the status of it. But now with Michael doing this job role fulfillment, you're just going to be.
It's being proactive, not
right.
reactive, right?
Right. So, pivot point,
yes.
Job roles. Major clarity happening this week. What's been so incredible about creating this studio, so I am an individual person that came in solo. Steve is the one that came here, me as the investor portion and for the studio, and Steve came in with his company, MMP Creations, and brought his staff here. And it's so wonderful working with you, man, because in the beginning, I was treading very lightly on your employees because I felt like they weren't my employees. Mm-hmm. And you have obviously cleared up the air for me because we've been talking, and you have given me a wonderful, wonderful job title. Now, I think you should.
Yeah, so I'll give context to the whole conversation, and then I'll drop it. You came to me with some things that you wanted to happen in this space.
Correct.
And I think that this space, from the very beginning, we're both involved, right? We're co-founders here.
Right.
But I think it's been your vision that we were able to transform and adopt as our own vision, but also that we were able to bring to life, right? And I think a big portion about how this place is run is also your vision. And I think that's one of your superpowers. Like, you have the ability to see those things, and you can see how you want the culture to be built here and to grow here, because we already have a culture in and of itself. I like that.
Love it. I fucking love it. Small improvements, bro.
Yeah, little things. So you came to me because you wanted to talk to the staff. You wanted to talk to our team about how we go about our business here, right? And you
Correct.
wanted to be a culture setter, but you felt the need to come to me first. And I feel like as your co-founder and as your partner in this business, I should be involved in those, but you don't need my permission to talk to my staff. Like, that's how you were viewing it. You were viewing it as like, Steve, I just want to run this by you. Do you think it's cool if I talk to the team about this? And I was like, you don't need to ask me for permission to talk to our team.
Right.
Like, I appreciate the heads up as your co-founder. Like, this is what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to talk about. Do you agree, disagree, or want to make any additions or omissions from that? But you don't need, like, I basically told you don't need my permission to set the vision. And I kind of have been feeling or seeing it this way for a while, but I don't think if you fully adopted it. And I looked at you and I said, Dan, you're the CEO of this place. Like, act like it, like, fucking run it. Not. I didn't call you out like that. I didn't say it like
act
that.
like it. No, and I got to bring Bridget up. So
yeah.
As we're going through this, Bridget has been just killing it with helping me with all ends. And I thought it was just like you just meant exactly how you want Michael to perform this job. I really didn't know how to fit Bridget. I just needed Bridget to take care of these tasks, real estate, the studio scheduling. But now I have a bigger vision with her. But I don't want to. I will talk about that shortly. But Bridget comes to me and is like, Dan, you're 50% of the owner, right? I'm like, yeah, act like it. And I think it was just because you brought the team in, and there's a culture from MMP that you have that I love, and that's why I'm working with you. But again, going to you was the respect.
Yeah.
And because what those guys do out there is not all Bella Vita stuff. It's MMP projects. So that's where I wanted to make sure I had clarity. But obviously, we're in it. We're integrated. It's done.
I feel the respect
Yeah.
and appreciate the respect, and said, Dan, I know you respect me. You don't need to do this every
I
time.
appreciate that.
You know, I think.
Well,
that's
now I'm done. It's happening. It's done.
Well, and that's that clarity of, hey, this is how we operate as a team. You and I, even. Like, we came into this not really having
we didn't have a
clear-cut roles.
Well, not a plan, but we didn't have our roles. I label myself still as we're still co-founders.
Well, it's why we created this business the way we did, with the structure that it has legally, right? And I don't know if we ever discussed that openly on the podcast, but
no, we haven't. But that's
we have some unique stipulations in our agreement because we knew we were getting into business too quick. That's really what it came down to.
Yeah.
Is like, we were like, hey, this is a great idea. We don't know what it's going to turn out to be. So let's leave some things up in the air that are essentially like forced to be renegotiated down the line based on our agreement.
Right.
And I think, in my mind, I have a lot of clarity. I think you have a lot of clarity now.
I definitely do.
on like the roles that we both fulfill for Bella Vita.
It only took 5 months.
It only took 5 months. That's not bad. And it's not like we haven't been making money since.
We haven't been
time.
making money. That was another great thing. So, and then we'll get into you. I do want to say this as Bella Vita CEO, Bella Vita Studios CEO. I do want to give our audience our 4 pillars.
Yeah, I love that. Break it down.
So, like, high energy. This is a 4 a.m. head explosion when I wake up. Everybody thinks I'm out of my mind, but this
Are you going to read the message that you sent?
Oh, God.
You can read a portion of them.
No. I got the 4 pillars here. I want everybody to know, and this is like where I want the videos cut up. So here at Bella Vita Studios, I want to make sure everybody knows what our 4 pillars are and what we're all about here for our studio. Number 1 is our culture. Me as the CEO, I look at every single person in here. Caesar, Brian, you, Arnold, Eric, Michael now, Bridget, and everybody else that is going to be joining us, because we are going to be growing more and more, is our culture, is building up the team and building up each individual in here to have success. And I want to make sure they have all the tools they need to be successful. And then on top of that, I've been coaching these guys individually, free of charge. But it's not free. It's part of my job. I always felt
that's
like
leadership.
Correct. I'm not a boss. I hate boss. I love leader. So that's number 1 is our culture here at Bella Vita Studios is always taking care of our team. And not just that too, is that goes across the board to all our clients. Even we had Gloria here today and she's signing up with us to make sure that she fully understands like whatever you need to be successful for this podcast, we are going to make it happen. So that is also part of, the culture too, to ourselves and to our clients that are out there. Number 2, our values. One of the biggest things that I hired MMP Creations was I wanted true organic content. I did not want diced up videos adding this and that and my face blows up and all these crazy stuff. Now listen, if you want to do that, I think Steve
we have some fun sometimes.
Yes, but I'm a firm believer in volume, like you said, volume, and just tell your story. And you can create that vision and make those clips and videos. So with our values here is that anybody that wants to film here is very cut and dry in the sense of that we want true organic content. I will not accept anything of negative podcast shows or something that will be negative to what we put on social media. And I think that's very important because it goes against what we're building here and what I know for a damn fact that's the way you feel too. So that's number 2. Number 3, creativity and collaboration. Doing the podcast has shown me that if you just get in front of somebody else and you collaborate with them, something is going to happen. A really good high percentage. So this facility and this place is all about making that into reality be creative. I want everybody in this studio too, our team, they want to come in here and shoot something. And like I said, it has to follow the other two pillars with culture and the true organic content. Yes, I want my staff to come here and film. And if they can bring on people, bring on shows, why not? That's the fun behind it. And I don't ever want that. That will just lose what this art is. So I think that is major. And then finally, number 4, ladies and gentlemen, is the experience. I know for a fact that every single person that walks through that door gets this feeling. It's this feeling of like, wow, this is refreshing. Wow. There's a bunch of people working on videos here. Wow. This is a podcast studio. And over and over. Wow, wow, wow. Sit in these chairs. Wow, this is what you guys do. Yeah, we could change the lights. We could put whatever on here. We're talking to Gloria. How do you want your podcast set up? Tell me, because we're going to make it happen. And when they're done here, and I get the same feeling you do, Caesar does over there, is that when they work here, they leave that door, and for some reason I feel great. And that goes for our clients too. So the experience, what we do here, because I just don't want it to be, come and shoot, here's money, and I'll see you next Tuesday. No. I don't believe in that. And those, Stephen, are my 4 pillars for Bella Vita Studios.
They're our 4 pillars.
I'm sorry.
They are the teams. They are the 4 pillars of Bella Vita Studios.
You didn't even agree upon it. I just did.
Well, but we've talked about them so many times. Right.
It just all made sense. And that was when my brain just goes and it's like, Dan, you better start writing and putting this together, and that's it. And even this morning I sent a big message out to the team on Discord. It was just saying, hey, guys, this is the 4 pillars. I want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Let's rock and roll.
That's what a leader does.
Now you.
What about me?
Well, you have given yourself your title too as well, which also makes sense as the COO.
Right. I mean, we came to the table with this partnership with operations already intact.
You're the machine.
We already built the machine to pump out all the content and create the high quality stuff that we're putting out here every single day. And so it only makes sense that I am that portion of it, right? You set them up, we knock them down. And that's really what it comes down to is the CEO drives the vision, leads the team, and drives revenue, brings people into this place. And I personally have had the background of the last handful of years of growing a team, selling this product that we have. And that's where I come in.
Yeah.
Is you bring people into the space, you get them excited about the possibilities, and then they sit down with me and we build a plan. And that's the way that we operate. And then we have the team and the operations behind it that is the team that I have assembled over the last few years. And we bring the vision to life.
Who the hell is making a show like this? Who's doing this?
I don't know.
I love it.
I don't know.
I love it. It really just it's real lifetime as this stuff is going on. We're filming it. It is so fucking cool. So cool.
Yeah. Our 2 viewers think it's really cool too.
I saw it. It went to 8. But so I want to kind of go back a little bit now with Bridget, and now that Michael's in the picture now. So when I hired Bridget, it was saying, I need this person to help me schedule, help me manage my life. But now I noticed something. I saw in Bridget as we're filming something like this, she's sitting over there and able to critique. And now I just see, oh my God, she's a producer, but she needs training. She needs to get the technical background on it. It's like when you see somebody, probably like maybe Arnold was probably one of them that probably had no editing skills, and you probably saw that he could have been an editor. And am I wrong, or am I?
I mean, he came to us and said, I want to learn this. I have no raw skills. But,
right.
But he has the eye, right? He knows what he wants to create. He just didn't have the technical skills to create it.
Right.
It's usually the opposite. People usually have the training and the skills to do something, but not the creativity or the eye or the ability to make something great. And I think he came here with the opposite skill set of like, I know what I want to create. I just don't know how to do it. And then Eric taught him how to do it, and he was like, "Oh, that's it. Like that's all I have to do." And he like learned.
Well, you got Eric
very quickly.
You got Eric. But yeah, so like I just know Bridget is going to become a producer here, or if not right now, is a producer, but just still learning how to even do that. But it's so cool because this benefits us in so many aspects. Is because now you probably like we'll probably hit a point where we have so many podcasts running here. Right, and you were gonna have to hire a producer. You can't grab somebody else in there that's already editing or on a sign-up project saying, "Hey, go in here and now you're gonna watch this and then you're gonna critique it." Because if we want to level up, that's a level up right there. But now we have it already in house, and I don't know what it is. Things just link up, man. It's a God moment, and now we don't have to search. She'd be fully integrated and understand my 4 pillars, what our value is, and is able to complement that as the process goes on. As she learns, we're going to help her. She's going to help us. And she even asked me, she called me, she's like, "Dan, I want to ask you something." I'm like, "What? Is it okay if I just like watch some of these other shows or content stuff?" I'm like, "Let me run it by Steve, but I'm going to probably say yes because I don't see the harm in it. And if you're just visually just watching something and if you could provide input," and again, that's the collaboration, that's the creativity. There's no rules. That if she can put her input in and it's not a negative, like, okay, like the client's like, "Listen, you got to get this person out of here, Bridget," that's a different story. I don't think that's going to happen. But
nothing negative comes from studying and bringing forward ideas.
Right.
The worst thing that comes from Bridget watching one of our clients' podcasts and coming up with a thought and an idea is that we disagree and then we debate it and find the best possible answer moving forward.
Right.
Right? If she goes, "Hey, these guys are doing this thing. I don't know if I like that, but we're doing that for a specific reason." Right? And then I go, "Well, actually, we're doing it this way because X, Y, and Z." And then she goes, "Oh, that makes sense. Cool. Strike that point." Or she goes, "I know you're doing it that way, but could it be better this way?" Like nothing negative is going to come from someone saying, "Hey, I love what we're doing. Here's how I think we can do it better."
Right. It's just pillar number 3. Creativity.
You have trouble with that word, huh?
Yeah, I have a speech problem.
Creativity. You could do it.
No.
I'm sorry.
Creativity.
Creativity. I like your little Danisms.
What do you mean? I have Danism?
That's a Danism.
When you have 2 immigrants, I got to justify myself.
I'm sorry.
Way. It's okay.
Now I'm doing this on air.
Oh yeah, 2 immigrant princesses. I fell down the stairs and I didn't start speaking till the age of 4. I had a speech problem, and then I had to go to speech class.
I can imagine you not speaking.
Oh, okay. Imagine, yeah. So now he doesn't shut up. There's just certain words, and that was one of them. Don't you love when you find somebody that can't say, like, "Yo, say it. He's like
fucking library or something like that.
I don't know. Library or
people say library.
So a good word is like, I'm trying to be Pacific. Like what? The Pacific Ocean?
Yeah,
I cannot.
Yeah. You can't say that one?
No, I can't. I say Pacific. And then when I talk to Tex, I'm just like, it's like, okay, you're talking about the ocean, Dan? I'm like, hell yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Pacific.
What word?
Backyard. I always say backyard.
A backyard.
Backyard.
Okay, we got 6 minutes left. Steve, I actually like the countdown.
Yeah,
I think it's
keeping us accountable because it's not counting up.
Yeah,
there's no limit when it's counting up.
I should do it the other way. So let's go into the ending sequence of the show. What do you got going on next week, and how you feeling? What are we trying to approach for next week and the upcoming?
Next week we have a bunch of meetings with some people that are interested in working with us.
Did you? How many clients this week were you able to lock up this week?
I mean, we closed Gloria.
Welcome, Gloria. And if you're watching,
I don't know if I closed any others this week. I have a potential project. I have another phone call after this meeting.
That's why he has to leave in 5 minutes.
That's why we have to be done in 5 minutes.
Accountability. Love it.
Yeah, it's been another week of just like more things moving.
Right.
I think next week and the week after are going to be those bigger close weeks of new projects that are then going to begin like April 1st, April 15th. So by the time this episode comes out, it's March 20th today. It's going to come out March 27th. So that we kind of go on those like onboarding timelines of the 1st and the 15th roughly. And there's a couple that are like, are they going to be April 1st or are they going to be April 15th?
Is it bad I picked a pillar I can't say?
Creativity?
Creativity. I just said it.
No, that's the incorrect way of saying it.
What's the correct way again?
Creativity.
Yeah. Oh.
But
what?
I like it as creativity.
That's being creative?
I guess. I don't know.
All right.
So, yeah, that's my
Sweet.
goal for next week is just lock down a bunch of these things. Really getting Michael in the swing of things with
And
the
you will.
communication thing. He's
I
been
love Michael.
training up
I'm
on.
so happy he's here.
Yeah, he's
I
been
really-
training up on a bunch of smaller tasks, and like the thing is, he has a knowledge of our business already, which is great. So it's been an easier transition for him. There's just some skills that he has to learn to
Right.
apply them to what
And I
we're doing.
definitely see that with Michael. He's very ambitious. He's very, very focused, on point, and I think he's really gonna elevate.
I'm gonna challenge him because he's gonna.
You should.
He goes through the ups and the downs, similar that you go through, right? And when he is on, he's very good, and then when he's off, he's not very good.
Ooh.
So I lay down the gauntlet to him a little bit of like consistency, and
Right.
like that's what this is. That's what this position is, and I know he's capable of doing it. I know he's capable of doing it very well, and the fact that he sees the bigger vision and actually came to me to kind of create this position for himself, which I then molded a little bit into like, all right, I also need these things. So if you can be this person and tack on these other skills,
So you're telling
we'll
me
be there.
there's no rules.
There's no rules.
There's no rules.
No, he's
Except
our
in Fight Club.
client success coordinator. What the hell is that?
Yo, Fight Club is such a great movie.
It is great. That's the second day in a row that someone's mentioned Fight Club.
I gotta watch it again.
Last night we mentioned Fight Club at dinner because of the one frame sex scene that was spliced in.
Yeah, that one got me off guard. I am you. And like Brad Pitt just has a cigarette and a fur coat in his mouth. He has a cigarette and he's wearing a fur coat. He goes, all right, we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. What else we got to say?
I don't think we need to fill it if we don't need to.
Okay.
Or do we want to fill it?
No, we don't need to fill it. We did it. Guys, we're...
What? Caesar's trying to say something.
What, Caesar?
What is Dan doing this?
What are you doing this week?
Oh, good job. Oh, what am I doing this week? I figured that as like a formal plan-wise, I don't have one. Just obviously my safety director role and what I do for work on a consistent basis. A few podcast shoots, exciting people coming on next week. But I think more importantly for me, because I do go through these highs and lows, is that yes, I'm coming off this high right now, and I'll have those mornings where I'm just blasting music and I'll come up with more ideas. But what I want to say very simply is that when I get to these points, and now I got the idea, I have the vision, I wrote it on my board, it's all there, everything's outlined, right? It's really now sitting in it.
Can I give you a challenge? Because I think I don't know if anyone's ever given you this type of challenge before.
Let's do it.
My challenge to you is to not come up with ideas next week.
Okay.
My challenge to you will be
Ooh.
to
Well, that's what I was trying to say. Bask in what I just created.
Yeah.
But not come up with any more fucking ideas.
yeah, because
Love it.
we don't need more ideas.
No, you don't. You don't. I know.
You know, it's
I
like
know.
we have ideas for the next year.
We do.
You gave me an idea the other day. You were like, "That's Q3, maybe Q4." Like, we're already thinking out that far.
Right.
So
We don't need more
let's-
ideas. I know that. I don't think it's even just next week. I think a good pause on a month. But let's
It
start
could
with
be.
1 week.
I think that's a good challenge for next week. Is like, even if you do have an idea, write it down, store it away. You don't need to share it,
No more ideas ever again.
and not in a bad way. No. I think you're an incredible idea generator, and I think that
Well, thank you.
where we as a team can execute better and operate is like we have our hypothesis, we have our plan and our goal. Let's attack it.
That's exactly what I'm getting at. Is we have the target. I lined it up. Oh, I see the time. We have the target. We're done. Let's focus on the target now. We don't need new ideas at this merry moment in time. We'll check back with you later, Dan. Oh, and it's over, baby.
That's fucking loud.
That's loud.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.